Good evening and welcome back to Twin State Sports. I'm Zach Simonar. Mississippi State softball's run in the SEC tournament came to an end with a Thursday morning loss to South Carolina, but the loss didn't derail the Lady Bulldogs' shot of playing in the postseason. Last night, the Bulldogs learned that they'd be off to Arizona to open up NCAA tournament play. Now, the Bulldogs received a 2 seed. They'll play North Dakota State in the Tucson Regional. The bid for MSU is their 14th in program history. The Dogs finished the year with a 36-21 record and will face either St. Francis of Pennsylvania or Arizona, depending upon their Game 1 outcome. As you see, the Bison and Lady Bulldogs will square off at 8 p.m. on Friday in the double elimination style regional format.
Well, North Dakota State, who we open up with, is the notorious for upsets. They've beaten OU more than once in a regional, and I think people where's North Dakota, especially in the South. I mean, that's very far away from here, and I think people overlook them, and we're going to make sure that that we're prepared and we're not overlooking anybody.
The Lady Bulldogs weren't the only SEC team to be selected to the NCAA tournament. As a matter of fact, all 13 SEC teams will play in an NCAA regional, including Ole Miss, who is headed to Arizona as well. The Dogs will head to Tempe for a meeting with Long Beach State. Now, New Mexico State and Arizona State also in the Rebels regional. Ole Miss will play the Beach on Friday night at 6 p.m. on ESPN. Braves and Cubs playing a makeup game from their April 15th postponement at Wrigley Field. Braves strike first in inning number 1. Ozzie Albies, Cubs' Major League leading 13th homer of the year, gives the Braves an early advantage. It's 3-2 now, Atlanta in the third, and Chris Bryant at the dish. He's clear for takeoff. KB rifling a shot off of Julio Teheran in the lead. It seesaws back in the favor of the Cubbies at 4-3, and the ball was jumping out of the park today at Wrigley. Even the scuffling Jose Bautista got a good pitch to hit. Hitting a .157 coming into play today. Joey Bats lifts his second homer of the year out to left. The 3-run swat gave Atlanta the lead, but in the ninth, bases loaded for Bryant. He hits this one hard, but it's right at Ronald Acuna Jr., and the Braves get out of town with a 6-5 win. The Players' Championship was a ferocious tournament with low scores and plenty of guys shooting in the low 60s over the weekend. It was really anyone's tournament to win. And after a scorching first 3 days, that included a 63 from Webb Simpson. He was able to hold off the surge of competitors on the final day to claim the Players' Championship title, with Tiger Woods looming all weekend long.
To win a major championship and a few other tour events and then go, I guess it's over 4 years without a win. I never doubted myself, but at the same time, that's a long time. I feel like it's my first win.
If I would have had the game I had this weekend, beginning of the week, I would have given, well over a run. But this week, the scoring was so low, I just didn't do it the first 2 days. I didn't take advantage of the conditions. It was warm, it wasn't that hard, and most of the guys were going low, and I just wasn't.
As I told you a little bit earlier, normally 11 under puts you right into contention. Maybe wins it for you, just not this weekend.
Unlucky.
Tough break for Tiger.